This is the 38 running the 10 all the way up the track, and then Danica into the wall. A tough situation for Danica Patrick as she comes down, and the 38 stops right in front of her.
Yeah, Danica.
And now they're not going to stop. It's not over.
Danica's upset at Gilliland from early in the race. Remember, the two got together, and Danica tried to pay her back, and pay him back rather. And
probably go to the garage, I'd say.
She got the worst of it.
A lot of damage now to the 10. And is it over? If she catches back up to the 38. The 38 is going to stay on the track. She is not.
Second in the points, they're parked right beside each other. Now the two drivers are going at it, Kyle.
Yeah, and you see Kevin gets out of the car. Kevin was in the car. Kevin got out of the car to come say something to Denny because Denny was really talking to Gil. Gil did a great job. He listened to what Denny had to say. He didn't get confrontational. He's done a good job for NASCAR to come down out of the truck and get right in the middle of it. Here's Kevin one more time coming back to say something else. And this is just... This creates tension not only here, this will create tension for the next couple of races. We know that.
I love this, though. This is good. This is good stuff right here.
Yeah,
how about Jamie McMurray and Matt Kenseth?
Jamie did a whale of a job just to hang on to his race car. Then he gets bammed all over the place. Now he says, that wasn't very nice.
Now the race is over here. Checkered flag has been displayed. He's hunting that 17 car.
Trying to figure out exactly where do I want to hit him at. I just rub into him a little bit, and then Matt says, okay, so hopefully you're finished. Oops, maybe you're not. I had that coming, thank you.
It was a good run. It just, Jamie got into me by accident down there because I slowed down for the corner, and I got back into him here a little bit. But, no harm, no foul. He didn't wreck me. He just knocked me out of the groove, and I did the same thing to him. So, they say nice guys finish last, I guess. And I just, try to be nice, and sometimes you're on the receiving end too much, you feel like. So it's no big deal. I mean, he didn't wreck. I didn't wreck, except for when he wrecked me on pit road. Wasn't necessary. But other than that, it was a great day for our DeWalt car. We didn't have a very good car. We just survived all day the best we could, hung in there, and, waited until then and got some track position when we needed it.
I was just trying to keep from running into Sterling. He was on a lot older tires, and we had our break there. Andy came on, so, don't do anything stupid. We got two cars in the top 5, and Donnie went down and talked to Robbie and acted like everything was cool. But, Matt hit me 2 or 3 times there going into turn 1 when we took the green. And then, I don't know. He's not typically like that. And, I got into him a little bit, but just kind of got him out of the way so I could get by him. And that's the way you pass here. It's just one of those deals. I'm shocked that Matt acted that way.
Vickers puts the block on him, and then Junior just turns right back into the racetrack, right in the left rear, Brian Vickers.
Saw a similar situation like that yesterday in the nationwide race.
I had the best angle the first time. I really hate it for the Red Bull guys. We had a good car all day. We're all racing for the lucky dog there, and my goal is to keep Junior behind me. And I went to block him. I beat him to the yellow line. And then he just turned us. He hit me the first time on the way down there, which is fine. We all do that. And then when he came back up, he just hooked me in the left rear. And typically NASCAR penalizes. I think the 38 was penalized 5 laps yesterday for doing the same thing. I guess they're not going to penalize him for it, but it's kind of sad. I mean, to wreck somebody intentionally like that in front of the entire field is really kind of dangerous. I mean, that's my biggest problem with it. But apparently he wanted a caution pretty bad.
Mike Skeen and Max Pappas definitely not happy. They've had a couple laps to ride around along with each other, talk to each other to show their displeasure.
So they tried to talk with helmets on. 14 straight top 10s, and we've seen that before. Max Pappas has actually slapped another.
Driver's been a first-time winner. Tempers after the race, after that last huge crash. Greg Biffle, Boris said. And I tell you that cooler heads prevailed, but I'm not sure that's actually the case yet. Shannon?
Nick Harrison, crew chief for Boris, said, obviously we saw Boris involved in that last accident.
Walk us through those last couple laps, because clearly it was a little chaotic.
It was crazy. I mean, the last lap, the 6 car was getting into me a lot, and I didn't want to wreck him. It just, I had to stay on the track, and he didn't give me any room. It just, we both collided. That's the only thing I feel bad about. I'm more upset with Greg Biffle. He's the most unprofessional little scaredy cat I've ever seen in my life. he wouldn't even fight me like a man after. So if someone texts me his address, I'll go see him Wednesday at his house and show him what he really needs. He needs a friggin' whooping. And I'm going to give it to him. He was flipping me off, giving the finger, totally unprofessional. 2 laps down. I mean, he's a chump.
Well, we saw what happened. Walk us through exactly what happened in the garage. We kind of walked in the middle.
I went over there to go talk to him. He wouldn't even let me get out of the car, and he comes over and throws a few little baby punches, and then when I get out, he runs away and hides behind some big guys. But he won't hide from me long. I'll find him. I won't settle it out in the track. It's not right to wreck cars, but he'll show up at a race with a black eye one of these days. I'll see him somewhere.
Really? Oh, and we've got issues. Ty Dillon, Regan Smith. We saw Ty Dillon get into Regan Smith on a restart. The discussion hasn't gone well.
Really, does a driver have to have a conversation with 2 different drivers?
My goodness, Regan Smith did today. Ty Dillon finishes this race in 5th. The day did not go as well for Regan Smith. Dave.
And chatting with his dad right now is Ty Dillon. Ty, a lot of contact out there on the track today. What do you think Regan's point was trying to be here?
I don't know. He didn't say much. So he's going to wreck me, but we'll see. You know,
Looking back toward the garage, what was your side of the story?
Well, I got dumped in turn 1. It was pretty plain and simple, and I don't think I'm the only one that he dumped today. So it's disappointing for Tax Slayer, all the guys at Junior Motorsports that work really hard on these race cars. I guarantee you, I might have lost the championship today, but he sure as hell did too. There's 0 chance that 3-car wins this championship, and I'm gonna make sure of it.
Squeezed up into the wall. And Mike obviously had no idea he was on the outside of it.
That's a wild ride.
Boy, that is unbelievable.
Yeah, he just got squeezed in there, and I mean, did they turn that car on its side? Through the fence, or up along the fence. I don't know, how did that thing get run all over? He just wanted to get through, you know, earlier before the race. He just wanted to get through this night. Yep. He was worried about it. I think he's not real happy with the driver of a 38 car.
Short tracks, all about talent and temper. This will get him a visit to talk with some of the NASCAR Busch officials after the race.
Well, but it's sure going to probably feel pretty good to throw that helmet. Well, I didn't throw the helmet, but
Before you caught him there at the end, were you doing a little conserving, trying to save a little bit to try to get him?
Yeah, when he started to inch out a little bit, I was trying to save my right front because I knew my right front wasn't going to make it the whole rest of the way without me knocking the wall down. And I was right. I hit the wall with about 4 to go, and then I hit it again with 3 to go, and it killed it that time. And luckily we were able to salvage a third, just dragging the fence for the last 2 laps. I don't think I've ever seen NASCAR not throw a caution in that scenario. Oh, yes, I have. That's right. I blew a left front tire at California in an Xfinity race, and we had to finish the whole last lap. So it doesn't surprise me.
He's seen a lot. Ran strong here tonight at Darlington.
Let's keep an eye on this.
Oh, Robbie
Contact!
Got into the back of Jeff Gordon.
Caution is out. Mike Wallace gets spun around.
Nope.
Oh, there we go.
I think he just knew that was coming.
And now the 24 is going to be black flagged.
Well, you can't blame Jeff for being mad about that.
I'm sure it's hard to put on a smile face right now, but was the contact from the 31 what spun you out? Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. But see, everybody thought you couldn't make me mad. You can make me mad.
I can.
Everybody. You know, anybody really. But that 31 certainly did today. He should be embarrassed right now to win that race. It was going to be a heck of a battle. I mean, it was between me and him anyway, you know. And I just wish it would have been done fair and square instead of just knocking a guy out of the way. And we had some lap traffic to go through. And you got to be patient. I don't care if there's 15 laps to go. You got to know how to be patient. And, you know, it just didn't happen that way. But I'm just so proud of these guys this year. It's been a blessing to be involved with this great race team. And, you know, what an effort that was today. I think we showed them, you know, that we weren't just going to come up here to New Hampshire and walk away. We wanted to come up here, show them what we're made of. And that was just an awesome effort. Just a shame.
Any regrets on the retaliation?
I was mad. You know, I mean, at the time, hey, I understand why guys do that kind of stuff. I just wish I would have taken his, you know, tire down or something. At least so he wouldn't have won the race. I mean, I just didn't do a very good job of it. But you know, it's not what you want to do. It's not sportsmanlike, I know. But hey, man, I didn't think it was sportsmanlike what he did to me, and they didn't penalize him. So
conversation, and Michael McDowell went after him. Punches were thrown. Crew chief attempting to break it up. Eventually they did, and they had a conversation. What was said, Jamie?